Hi. So in this video, we'll just go over one question, which is how to choose your career. So I saw a lot of people having this question because today, if you see, there are multiple careers in engineering, in medicine, in management, or in creative fields or marketing, etc. in business. So there are a lot of choices. So when there are a lot of choices around, it becomes very difficult to choose, and people they are not able to choose, and then they are just waiting for the best career to happen, and sometimes it can cause a lot of trouble, and they think they are not worth, they think they don't have any direction in life, so they are kind of confused. So I will share my story, how I overcame this sort of confusion, what is my perspective about it, and also give you certain tips how maybe you can use them and which will help them grow in your career. Okay, so let's get started. So my story, basically graduated in 2011, and was not very sure what I wanted to do after graduation, but I got an offer, placement offer in my last semester. So I joined that company. It was a big company, and we worked in data analytics, right? So I was not very sure what it is, but I joined it just to see, okay, let's see what is there. Joined with a very sort of negative, or you can say not very interested perspective. But when I went there, I saw a lot of challenges, a lot of problems. Again, I would say I did not give my 100%, but I learned a lot. I learned how to interact with people. I learned how to learn new skills, and it was a good experience. But I left that right after a year, and then I always had this craze about doing something of my own. So with a friend, I started a small sort of online e-commerce company, right? So we did that for an year and a half, and a lot of things we learned. I mean, most important thing I learned was uh, how work can be very rewarding, how you can be really uh, invested in work, right? In offices, in uh, jobs, we mostly want to shy away from work or do as little as possible, right? We wait for holidays, we wait for weekends, but when you are working on your own company, own project, you are very much focused, and the work gives you a lot of positive feedback that you want to do more, you want to achieve more, and you want to make your company successful. So our biggest learning was that work is really rewarding, can be rewarding, right? It should not be a punishment that you have to take some punishment and in the end, at the end of the month, you get a salary. So work can be very rewarding, right? So that was the second sort of thing I did, and then I had to leave that also because of various reasons. Mostly it was very difficult. So when you are working on your own and you are such a young age, don't have much experience, much money, or much contacts, then you have to sort of becomes very difficult for you to make it a success. But yeah, take your learnings and move ahead. That's what we thought. And then I worked with a company, a small company only, in software. I learned there like how you build a software actually. I mean, in my own sort of, the second thing that I did was more of a more I learned like in a hackish way, but in a proper company you learn that properly, right? So that was the third stint, and after that also I worked in another company, and then I again started. So I have been in this sort of working, and then doing something, and then working and learning all along the way. So uh, now it's been 7-8 years after college, right? So like 9 years now actually. So uh, the what I was when I graduated and now what I am after 9 years, of course I've learned a lot, and you learn a lot about the external world and you learn a lot about yourself, and I think both are very important, right? So at the end of the day, it is very important to feel satisfied with whatever you do, and of course the external sort of feedback or external sort of validation helps you get that. But over this 9-year journey, I have found that there are some things which I really like, some things which are okay, and some things I don't like, right? So once you work, then only you will understand these things. In the books, or talking to somebody likes it but you don't like it, or maybe the other way around, it can never be. There cannot be a formula to do this. So you have to put in effort, put in time to really understand that what you want to do as a person, what you like doing as a person, and also what are the opportunities available out there, right? Both are very much important. So yeah, that's what, after 9 years I found, what are the opportunities out there and what I really like doing, right? So I will say, if you are in such a problem where you are unable to figure out what you want to do with your life, you have a lot of passing interest, but there's no passion, because a lot of these days there's a talk about passion, but if you don't have a very defined kind of sort of uh, defined purpose, then you can always and always, I think it is very important to try out different things, or try out anything which you are getting, right? Like I got a job after college, so I tried that out. So I will advise you also try it out, learn things about the external world, about yourself, and then take another thing and another thing, and then slowly you will find out certain themes about yourself which you like, and certain themes about the external world which you really like, and then you can take a call in which direction you want to go. Now these days, uh, it's not even necessary that you define something and do it for the rest of your life. You can always keep on changing, right? So but it is very important that you understand certain things about yourself that you as a person want to do, right? So I would advise you to don't get into this kind of fix, or this kind of analysis paralysis kind of situation where you're not able to find out what you want to do, and that is causing a lot of trouble. Whatever you are doing, you are thinking, oh, this is not the real calling, or I am wasting my time. Don't think that. Just keep on doing for certain time. Give yourself certain time. Patience is very important, right? Give yourself certain time. Do it for a time. If you don't like it, even after some, say, 6 months or 1 year, then you can obviously change. But it's very important to discover yourself, to discover and form different interests, right? We, in the start, we may go, I'm this kind of person, I'm not that kind of person, but it's not like that. So only once you do something, then you will really understand yourself. So basically it's just like you have to diverge, you have to try different things, and then stick with what really you know internally really feels good to you, really feels that you are doing really what you want to do, right? So if you have tried 10 things, you will understand that these three, I really like, this I don't like, and then you can slowly carve a sort of direction for yourself, right? So it's very, there are very few people who from college or from school really understand what they want to do, but for us, I think we have to explore, and we have to discover our interest, and to start that, I think anything that comes in your way, you should just get started, give you 100%, and then analyze as you move on, and learn about yourself, learn about the external world, and sooner or later you will find satisfaction, and you will be able to provide value to the world, which is most important thing um, as a career which is required. So you will find that value, and you will feel more satisfied. So please try it out, whatever is coming in your way, and learn from it, learn different skills, and then keep moving forward. Don't be don't be in this fix or in this tension that I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not. If it's okay, just go for it, try it out for some time, then see what you like, what you don't like. It's just like experimenting with your sort of career. Of course, this is just one approach. It's not the like the uh, approach which maybe most of people uh, recommend. Some people say you have to choose and just stick to it, right? That is just one way, but my approach is a bit different. is to try different things and then choose. So that will give you more sort of understanding about yourself, about the external world, and will lead to a better life sort of outcome. So yeah, that's it. Any comments, please leave below, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah, thanks a lot.